back in the day when Ron Lancaster was doing his comebacks in the fourth quarter, you could feel the crowd surging out each time he threw the ball or moved the ball downfield with George Reed or whatever. But I think the real defining point was when you're at the Grey Cup in 1989 and the Sky Dome is pulsating. It's literally breathing in and out on every play. And it's at that point where you just know this is a living organism and you are part of something special. Well, I think you're born into it, for one thing. Anybody born in this province, in Saskatchewan, just gets it oozed into their pores as you slowly grow up. I do remember as a 5-year-old, my very first sports card was a Bob Totchuk card. He was the quarterback of the Rough Riders before Ron Lancaster was ever there. So I thought his name was kind of cool. It was spelled funny, and I thought it was a cool name. However, before that, in the 1960s, John Badham was a legendary sportscaster and the play-by-play man for the Rough Riders. And in the mid-50s, when I was born, his father actually baptized me. So the fact I was baptized by John Badham's father kind of initiated me into the club right away. Today's society is kind of a divided one where people are arguing back and forth about a bunch of things pretty much all the time. However, when you are in Rider Nation, I think for the most part you put aside your differences and you're all kind of pulling the oars in the same direction as far as watching the team and following the team and supporting them. You see green shirts everywhere. And the one thing that is common about that, if you're in a different country or a different city, it's an automatic opening. You see somebody in a green Rough Rider shirt, you can walk up to them at any time. You got a common ground to talk about anything, but this is a great starting point. Probably the best accomplishment as far as converting somebody over, and this is more natural than me converting, was my wife, Deb. Deb was an Ontario girl who didn't know a lot about football, but when she came out here, she met me in the mid-90s and has slowly worked her way up the ladder to be as big a maniac, if not bigger than I am. And it really cemented itself. She drank the Kool-Aid in the 2013 playoffs when Darian Durant put the game on his shoulders. And we were able to sit right behind the Rider bench. She's able to watch all the players and all their interactions. From that point, she was grabbed. Okay, what I love about sport and art, I've been involved with both of them for a long time, since I was a kid in each instance. I'm pretty old right now, but there's a fluidity to it. And the journey of getting there is unpredictable. You have rules in sport, you have rules in art, but yet it's the journey of changing and adapting and making something really great at the end of it all that are very similar in both senses. Okay, I'm obviously a Riders fan, and being a Riders fan is obviously being a CFL fan. And I think all of us and all the teams, all the fans need to do that. The thing that charges me up, and living in Alberta, it's especially more fun to do so. We live at Calgary and we have a place at the lake near Edmonton. Being able to wear our green, put green things in our yard, and doing anything that kind of shows off the team, enough to tick off those fans is good enough for me.